So thank you, Michael, once more for your time today. Yeah, so the stage is yours. Please do an introduction of yourself, your company, what you guys do, and would love to hear like how we have collaborated with you, what we have done for you in this 5 or 6 month period of time, as I can count. And yeah, then let's keep on conversation.
Of course. Well, thanks for the invitation. My name is Michael. I'm basically the founder or one of the founders of Vangates. My background is from a lot of sales and psychology. So we founded Vangates 2023 as an outbound agency. We were super fastly growing, especially in 2023 and 2024. It was a crazy ride, up to 7 digits revenue, like 15 or 16 employers, stuff like that. I mean, really crazy times. But as always, as faster you grow, as more issues come on the way of growth, like processes, clear responsibilities, hiccups here and there. And I think the first time I stumbled over you was, I think it was around October 2024. You had a SaaS tool in place, which is, I think, something linked with I don't know, what was it?
Spin taxer, yeah.
Spin taxing. Yeah, exactly, spin taxer. And since you are as well a good, decent sales guy, you contacted me after I downloaded it and purchased a few credits just to test it out, because I wanted to know how it is working, why it is better than, I don't know, probably ChatGPT using for spin taxing. Turned out that spin taxing with the German language is not so easy at all. But on the other hand, you proposed me a conversation with you and your co-founder Rezi, and presented me a few cool solutions that you built up for a few of your clients and for yourself, since I think you had an outbound agency before. Since you had an outbound agency before, I agreed to join the call, because at that point we were already burned before depending developers. I mean, we were working with freelancers, we were working with an agency. Since Alex and me, especially these two co-founders, we are having not an IT background, but we have a clue about IT. We can code by ourselves. We have built up a few things, but we are not specialists, and we are not able to scale things too quickly. Plus, we are involved in fulfillment and sales, so it was not a deal to do that by ourselves. So we decided we use an agency, we use freelancers, and it all was just a shit show at the end of the day. To be really honest, it was an absolutely shit show because, and this is what I figured out about IT, especially IT, it's in different other parts, it's the same, but in IT, it's very important. If you do not know what your client is doing, and I mean really understand what he's doing, you cannot help. I mean, you might be able to code, you might be able to even create processes, but if you do not have a clear idea how it is working, the business, what are the ups, the downs, the pros, the cons, the initial things, you're just absolutely senseless to work with you. And that's why we were already burned before. And then you told us that you were just pivoting from being an outbound agency to being someone that helps outbound agencies to solve all these small and bigger mistakes. And that's actually where we said, okay, I mean, if we try it once more, then it has to be with someone that has a clue. You obviously had it. You showed us a few use cases and stuff like that. And we said, okay, let's try it. And that was the beginning of a enduring not only conversation but collaboration, which I absolutely appreciate. And that has benefited us in so many ways. We can dive into it deeper if you want, of course. But that was pretty much the history to get into this collaboration. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Now I would love to like have a more dive into like each part of the business, which my co-founder has helped you guys to like automate and streamline and all of the stuff.
Yeah. Well, it all started I think it was like a project where we were running with a very, very well-known SaaS tool that a lot of companies in our space are using. And he found some kind of, I don't call it a backdoor, but that's because that might lead into some issues. But he found a solution to make it more usable for our use case and a bit more affordable. So actually, I think the first 3 days he saved, like, I don't know, 50% of the cost that he brings with him. So I mean, it was like, it was a good starting point to get in a collaboration. It's like if you are closing a customer in an outbound lead generation, and the first thing you do is you deliver him a client that pays actually half of your cost or more. And that was pretty much the first thing that was built. And from then on, it was first of all a phase where we really needed to understand, because this is something that Rezi told us all the time, each outbound agency is different. Each one has different processes. And the first thing he needed to understand are how our processes are built up and how it is exactly the reasons behind it. And then when he understood what was the situation, we transformed from understanding into real action. So the first action was really bringing us a actually decent return, at least at some degree of invest. And the second thing afterwards was then to build up first of all a platform, but even more important to get the data right. I mean, you know how it is. All the data is in different places, the send out tools, the data production, personalization, all these crazy tools, and you try to just link them with each other. And at a certain degree, this is working. But if you want to run an agency on a really good level with a small amount of high skilled people and in a high degree in automatization, it becomes really challenging to aggregate all the data and to make it usable. And this is where Rezi was really doing a crazy good job. And then onto that, he built up a platform which we are now, it's still in the rollout, but we're already using it for our clients. So they can see everything. They can see all the stuff that is going on, all the stuff that was going on, all the stuff that we are planning to do. And on the same time, our team is using it. And what we built up in the last 2-3 months, it's pretty amazing. And I can't wait for the next steps, to be honest.
That's good. What I want to understand is that like most of the outbound agencies, like which we don't work with yet, or they have this kind of thing that most of them like scale in terms of like employees. When they get more clients, they get more employees, and then they just have like huge agencies which has like low margins, and at the end of the day, it works more like non-profit than like net profit oriented business. And I want to
Yeah,
understand like how many clients you have right now, and like
yeah,
how much resources does it take? Like how many
yeah.
employees do you have?
Yeah, so actually what you said is an absolutely classical situation in the outbound lead gen agencies, because most of the people in this field have no clue about business. They just understand probably marketing, and they heard about the ability to scale B2B businesses for other clients with lead gen, with outbound lead gen, but they don't understand the concepts behind agencies. And if you run an agency, as you said, that just scales by headcount, that's actually an absolutely stupid idea, because at one point you have to really consider to cut down the quality of the people that you hire in order for your own sake and having margin. So from the beginning, we didn't plan that to do. We had from the beginning the clear vision to not scale headcount. Plus, to be honest, it's really difficult to find decent people in Germany that want to work at all. This is some kind of, I don't know, issue in our country. Probably it was too long. The situation was running too good. So most of the people are either deciding to do something by themselves, or you have really very hard time to find someone who is willing to really work. So we in the first place, we didn't want to do that. And we scaled up now to over 60 clients. And we have actually, I mean, There's a few people around because we have people in sales and SDRs and so stuff, but most of them are freelancing in some kind of way. So we do not need hired guns there. But in the real fulfillment team, that is really each and every day working for us, it's pretty much going down to 4 to 5 people.
So basically, you guys, this 4 to 5 people are working with 60 plus clients. Yeah. So like on one person, it's like 12 plus clients. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually the thing. I mean, then you can imagine then there comes a margin into game. Even if the prices for outbound are not as high as they were 2023, 2024, even at the beginning, it's still a decent margin possible due to the fact that you do not have too much people. We are working full time for you. We have a few people that make reply management for some clients, but this is mini job. This is like we don't pay them much in times of full amounts because they are not working full time. And yeah, but this kind of ratio between full-time employee and at the end client is only possible with a high automatization and therefore a good processing. And we were not bad in few things before, but to be honest, you helped us to reach another level. I mean, that's an absolutely clear thing.
Thank you for that. My co-founder Revas is very proud of like working with you. He has like lots of pleasure working for you guys, and like he was always like once he started working with you, he was 24/7 talking about like how well you guys have managed data gathering and the speed of data gathering. Uh,
Yeah.
so so yeah, I think that was one of the core parts of the business which you have done like amazing job at.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, the point is with this data gathering, this is something that comes from our history, just because we were both one of my co-founders and me, we were working in a company that did pretty much the same, even not committing to do it. It's like marketing, blah, blah around it. But at the end, they did the same. So they did outbound lead gen. And they had such a crazy bullshit data gathering system in place with unbelievable headcount in let's say low income countries, that I was always thinking this has to be fully automatizable. I mean, completely in a high speed, high quality, and so on. And turns out, I mean, we worked on it for like 3 months, build up a system that runs 24/7 without us touching anything, and it does it by itself. But that's only one of the parts. And with the other parts, I mean, what comes after the data gathering, we were having struggles at the beginning. And then comes this whole send out issues with Microsoft and Google. And then we understood that infrastructure-wise, we need to buckle up as well. I mean, really, really massively. And I mean, as much as Rezi is complimenting us for our data gathering, I have to compliment him for the crazy cool solutions that we built with him when it comes up to infrastructure. I mean, let's be really honest. And I didn't want to have this interview in the first place because I don't want other agencies to have you as a partner. So I mean, this is not marketing. This is just fucking truth. What he built up there could be state of the art. I mean, literally could be state of the art for every agency out there on the market, what we have there in place, because I mean, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I'm not going into details right now. If someone wants to have the same, I mean, talk to them and charge them triple what you charge us. I'm fine with that. But seriously, I mean, this is next level shit for infrastructure. Absolutely.
Oh man, thank you very much for these compliments, and I don't know, like, thank you very much for your time as well, Michael. Uh, it has been like super huge pleasure for us to working with you. You are our first Obstac client. You were the first one which we have started to build all of these automations, and it feels amazing to have a feedback like that for us and for our team as well. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you and have a good day, man. Bye bye.
Likewise.